Hi, I'm Jennifer Coy and welcome to You Have Beauty Care Choices. Today's video we're going to be talking about glamour makeup, and Celene Alvarez is going to be doing our glamour makeup tutorial. Welcome, Celene.
Hello.
So Celene has worked for Beauty Care Choices for
about 3.5 years.
Celene is bilingual. She came on working in customer service, so all of our bilingual customers out there, Spanish-speaking customers, you get to meet Celene, who you talk to on the phone. Celene comes to work every day pretty natural, and so through the years I've watched her perfect her makeup techniques, and I've noticed lately she is stunning, and not because she's wearing makeup, because she does makeup really well. So I wanted to see how she did it. And so I've invited her today on the show. She's using all her products from Beauty Care Choices, and she's going to walk us through her glamour makeup techniques. And we're excited to see how you're going to do.
Yeah, I'm excited to show you guys my tips and everything.
So what are you going to get started with?
So to get started, I always like to use Dermalogica. So
Dermalogica primer. She's going to start with, look at the primer. How cute is that? Good job, Toe. Love our new graphic, our floating product. Hi, Miss Shay. Thanks for joining us again. Please ask any questions. Anybody joining us, say hello when you join. We'd love to hear from you. Tell us where you're from. Tell us where you're joining us from. So she is using the Hydro Blur primer from Dermalogica. Great product.
yes, so I just start by applying it everywhere on my face. Just kind of rub it in. Just because it preps and sets all your makeup, gives it that really smooth canvas feel, and it's really healthy for your face as well. So I really like to start with a primer.
Dermalogica has a great primer, and Dermalogica is known for skincare, so very smart choice there because it's the veil between your makeup and your skin, so putting some nutrients on right away is a good idea.
Yes, that's exactly why I do it. And then my next step that I usually like to do is I start with my eyebrows. So,
Interesting.
yes.
Which most makeup artists do, start with their eyes and then move on to their face. So Celene wasn't sure, we were talking, she's not a professional makeup artist. She is someone who's learned from watching YouTube and being around the salon. So I told her all her techniques. We just want to know what she does. So that's very cool. She's using the Mirabella eyebrow pencil. Mirabella's eyebrow pencils are very thin, and they create that wispy hair look. So she's drawing in the wispy hairs. Mirabella has another product, their Quick Brow product, which is really good for filling in, but the way her technique, this thin line that she's drawing, it really gives that natural look of hairs within the eyebrow. So she's just defining her shape.
Yeah, and someone like me, I struggle because I don't have very much eyebrow. And I don't want to obviously give myself that bold look. So this is something that I like using because, like Jennifer said, it gives you that easy stroke, more natural. So that's why I like going to it.
We have had customers say they break easy, so only roll out just a little bit, but there's a fine line between having a really nice, fine pencil, and you just have to have a softer, delicate touch. Hi Dave, hi Deb, hi Michelle, hi Jane. Anybody have some questions for Celene? Roll them on in. We want to hear from you. Thanks for joining us. Be sure and click that bell, I've been told to say. Click that bell if you want to get notified that we're going live every Friday. You have Beauty Care Choices. Today I'm with Celene Alvarez. I'm Jennifer Coy from Beauty Care Choices, and we are talking makeup choices. So we all have lots of beauty care choices. And so we just want to show you some different options that Beauty Care Choices carries. That's looking really good, Celene.
Yeah, I think I got everything.
So from the before to now, you can just see she's definitely got a more defined brow.
And they don't look that bold, so that's what I like. And then after that, this is just a tip that I use. I like to take a Q-tip and just go around and get extra product that you might see there. Just because it helps to give it a little bit of a cleaner look, and also you're not mixing that with anything else that you might be using.
Great tip. That is really a great way. Look at how clean those got from that. That's a good job.
Yeah, because it's not something that, see, I didn't even see that. So I always just like to clean it up because you can't see everything.
And right below your brow, you like it to be really light there.
Yes.
So that clean line just really defines the brow and highlights your eyes. Gives you a little bit brighter look.
Yep.
Nice.
All right, so the brows are done. The next thing I start with is eyeshadow primer.
Eyeshadow primer. And Celene is using a Sorbet eyeshadow primer. Look at Sorbet. Cute graphic. This one is called the Undershadow Eye Primer. Basically just putting a primer on your lid evens out that color if you have darker eyelids or any type of hyperpigmentation. Giving yourself a white canvas is just going to make all your colors really pop. So that's the reason for a good eyeshadow primer.
Yes, the reason I like this one is because it does give a wider effect. It's not a clear under eye eyeshadow primer. I like this one just because it helps to make my eyeshadows pop out more, and I just like to blend it with my fingers because I think it gives it a smoother effect.
A lot of people feel like that it's a bad thing to use your fingers to blend your makeup. As long as you've washed your hands, it's probably one of the cleaner ways. No bacteria, and skin on skin gives you a great blending tool. So to me, I say never be ashamed to use your fingers because that's how sometimes you get the most precise and smooth look.
Yes.
Looking good.
So primer's done, and my next step today, I go with the eyeshadow.
Eyeshadow. So we have a couple eyeshadows. Hi, Renee. Thank you. She says that's so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
So we have the Mirabella eyeshadow palette up. So she's going to be using both. We have, she's also got a bodyography one in her hand that she's going to be using. These are only sold on our website individually. They aren't sold in the actual palette. But you can buy all the different colors that you want. This is a pro palette that we have for our salon use. But they're so fun and bright. They're really pretty.
Yeah, today I wanted to do an eyeshadow look with these bright colors, just to kind of show that we can wear bright colors anytime, anywhere, without making it look so dramatic, or if we want to just go for a more subtle look. I know I used to be scared of using eyeshadows that were super bright because I thought they looked really bad, but after trial and error, I finally got it down to where I can use it, and it's not, I don't, get crazy stares at me.
Actually, she's right on point. That is one of the things that drew me to Celene and her makeup techniques, is she has the ability to use these wild colors and still look so classy and sophisticated when she's done. And I look at it and think, oh my gosh, I don't know that I could wear hot pink eyeshadow. But the way she applies it, it looks so stunning and classy. So that was one of the reasons I really wanted to watch her do her technique. Ooh, look at that. You have such an artist hand too, though. You really do get a great line.
Yeah, it's from all those art classes I took in high school.
Nice, nice. So many people are learning how to do makeup by watching videos. That's how Celene learned. Celene Alvarez here works at Beauty Care Choices and just does a great stunning makeup technique. So I've asked her to join us and show us some of her techniques using the products that we sell here at Beauty Care Choices. And this is fun. I cannot wait to see how she's going to use this because she says she's not afraid of it, but Celine, if you walk around just like that, we might get some fun stares, crazy. You know. This could be a fun look.
Looks like highlighter on my eyes.
It does kind of look like you used a good highlighter.
Yeah, so you can show that.
So yeah, Bodyography, great colors in this palette. You can buy each one of them individually on Beauty Care Choices.
And then after I'm done putting on that bright color, I like to just kind of blend it out. I've learned that the technique for me is more of a stipling motion. Kind of helps to blend it out and give a more natural look than just a harsh line going back and forth, back and forth. So that's what I like to do. That's something that works for me. And I just like to blend the color out until it looks smooth.
That's amazing because that already has softened the look right there. Is just that little blending. Now you had said that this isn't your typical blending brush. It's kind of just one that is working well for you right now. But
yes.
Be sure, even if a brush is called a blending brush, it might not be your favorite brush for blending. So we're all about breaking the rules here, using colors, brushes, in whatever way works for you. Hi, Justino. Thanks for the love. She is a beautiful girl.
Thank you.
So that looks great. That's automatically what a softening look just by, you saw what it was with the sharp line.
And then you can always blend as you continue to add more colors, which is what I'm going to do. After that, I just kind of like to grab my brush and kind of clean it off a little.
So she's just got a paper towel down here and she's just kind of rubbing the brushes on the paper towel just to give a little clean off in between colors. We always have makeup brush cleaners here. After you're done, you'll want to clean the brushes, but in between as you're applying, a good clean off on a paper towel works great.
And then I go ahead and I get the second color and I kind of meet it in the middle and end and gently start to bring it inwards.
How many colors do you end up using typically?
I use about 3 and then a glitter.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so if you can see as she's applying, some of the eyeshadow does fall down onto your cheeks, which is a smart reason why you do your eyes first.
Yes, that is exactly why. We worry about that more at the end. It's not going to hurt anyone that it stays there.
It's not. And we all get it. So we all know applying the makeup, it definitely is an art project in a way. So she's got a technique and we'll look forward to watching this progress.
Yep.
Hi, Mache. That looks way easier than how I always try to blend. Huh.
Yeah, it's a method that I used to do my eyeshadow and I just looked like I was walking around with black eyes, so I had to make a change in how I applied it.
It's so funny. I have been a cosmetologist for years, but I can definitely say cosmetics is not my strong suit. I love hair color. I'm a chemistry girl, but this artistic talent is amazing, and I love what the little tips that you're showing. It does look easy, and if you have good techniques, it can be easy because I've learned so much and gotten a lot better myself thanks to some videos.
Yes.
We have a question coming in. How long does it take your makeup each day when you are not demonstrating to us?
If you're considering getting dressed, showering, doing my hair, lotioning my body, everything, I'd say about an hour and a half. That's when I'm taking my time though, just relaxing. That's my me time.
So if you were just going to do a makeup look, I think we talked about this before because we had to plan for the show.
Yeah.
Typically just her makeup is about 40 to 45 minutes.
Yes.
When you're not breaking and talking in between. Now, Celene this is a glamour makeup tutorial. And so just so you know, there's so many ways to cut out a lot of these steps and we can do a 5-minute face, a quick out the door face. This is something, like she said, this is her me time. We know as girls how fun it is to get ready to go out. Sometimes it's the funnest part of going out is the getting ready part. So that's what Celene is using her
Yes.
makeup time for. Is her
Yes, I
makeup.
don't do my makeup every day. I maybe do it twice a week just because it does take a while, but that is my me time where I relax and experiment with colors, new techniques.
It's a creative outlet, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you get to play and practice with different looks, and especially with so many colors at her fingertips here. Having the full salon, Celene has a lot of tools to play with, and she gets to see new products that we bring on all the time. So it's really, I was very interested to see her selection and her choices of all the products that we sell, what she chooses to use. So this is the Mirabella eyeshadow palette, and it is a little bit more of a natural palette. Thanks, Tobe. He's added it up to the screen so you can see all the colors. She has used, let's see, the brown.
If you want to get a close-up, I can show you which ones. So I use this brown right now for what I blended in, and I'm about to use this color, it's like a black shimmery one, for the corners.
And so these eyebrow, they're called Love Your Eye palettes by Mirabella, and I Love You palettes. They were a great gift. They are a great gift for Valentine's Day. So any of the guys watching out here, how cute is an I Love You palette from Mirabella for Valentine's Day? And these are colors that almost any skin tone could use.
Yes. What I'm doing right now, I'm just applying the dark eyeshadow on the crease. I always like to give my eyeshadow look a little more depth. I used to take it all the way up, and that's what I said earlier. I would walk around with black eyes. Did not look very good. But after many times of trying new techniques, I finally found this one was the one that worked and gave me that depth I wanted. And I just kind of blend it into my crease after I apply it.
So that's one thing that I want everyone to recognize. It was when you first apply it, you first put it on, it's not always that perfect, beautiful look. It's the blending. There's so much in makeup is about the blending. So if you just put it on and you don't have the good brushes to actually blend it into the other colors, maybe that's might be part of the reason either you're struggling or not getting your desired look.
Yes, that's something I tell all of my friends is the blending is probably the most hardest part, but if you just keep practicing just like I did, you'll get it down in no time. I know that was for me the biggest struggle. I didn't know how to blend. For me, the stippling works. For others, it might be going back and forth, brushing upwards, but this is just something that works for me.
I love it. It looks beautiful. So you've used your brightest color as your base, and then you're kind of using more of a little bit darker colors as you go out to your corners, correct?
Yes, kind of like a gradient look.
Uh-huh.
And I just blend them in so it looks like that. Normally people use lighter bases. I do the opposite because I want to try with those new colors, the brighter colors, so that's why I do it that way.
That is amazing. It looks really, really pretty. And great with your skin tone. The colors are popping on your... She's got some reds in her hair. So pretty. We can kind of see a little bit. Looking good.
Yeah, and if you ever want to just soften the edges, you can just kind of go over it. Make sure you clean your brush so you don't carry over that darker pigment over. Just kind of blend it out.
So you're kind of applying the eyeshadow to the lid area, blending up above the crease just slightly.
Yes.
So we're not applying above the crease, but blending up. So
Yes.
as you apply, leave yourself enough room to blend up, but not reach your eyebrow. Because that's kind of what happens to me.
Yeah.
I'll put it up here, and then I'll start blending, and before I know it, all the colors up to my eyebrow, and I'm like, oh, I look like more like a raccoon.
Yeah. So that's one thing I also learned that I used to do. I would bring the eyeshadow all the way up and then blend it, and then I'd have it up here. And I did not like that look. It just looked a little too much for me, especially with darker colors. Kind of just pulls away from everything else you're doing.
Yeah, you want that brighter space right between your eyebrow and your eyeshadow to really make your eyes pop. So we've done primer, and we've done a lid primer, and we've done eyeshadow, and you've blended your colors of eyeshadow. Now where are we headed?
I like to do glitter. Glitter might not be for everyone, but it's something that I do like to add because anything shiny, anything glittery, I like to use. I never thought I could use glitter every day. I thought it was gonna be, again, like too much, like almost costume-like. But I figured out if you just a very little bit, spread it out, it works really well.
Look at this cute tiny brush she's using. She's actually using the eyeliner brush, so you know the flat one that's really skinny and has that little angle on it. That's the brush that she's using right now. Typically for, a lot of people might use it as a liner brush. I think it's called a liner brush. But what a great way to softly apply the glitter exactly where you want it and not have it get too all over, because this looks really precise. So these glitters from Bodyography come in a few different colors, and so many different ways that you can use them. When I'm doing my eyes, a lot of times I'll just do a slight glitter liner because I'm not wearing a lot of eyeliner any longer. But just applying it right at the lash line, if you're not wearing a ton of makeup, gives a really fun, great look too. A lot of different ways you can use these Bodyography glitters.
I love them. They're very pigmented.
If you don't know Bodyography, Bodyography is a line that's really known well in the television and film industry as a makeup artist brand. So it is used by a lot of makeup artists. We've sold it here at Beauty Care Choices for quite some time. They also have a great primer. This happens to be a primer that I've used for years. Great when you're applying glamour makeup, heavy makeup that you really need that flawless finish. This is a great primer also.
So now I'm done with my eyeshadow. My next step that I go to is my eyeliner. I preferably like to use a gel eyeliner with a brush. I know that's probably one of the hardest ones out there, but for me, it's just one of the easiest ones rather than a pencil or a liquid pen. But either way, no matter what you choose to use, you can do a cat eye or anything with any kind, and it'll come out looking really good. So I start off just lining 2 lines, like that.
Put your eye closer to the camera and show them. Oh, nice.
I just make a line. And then
Hi, Deb. Deb loves the glitter.
I love glitter.
Oh, yes. And Allison says she loves the green primer, knowing Bodyography. That's true. The green primer does counteract any red rosacea on your face, so that's a great. Now, I'm really excited to see this eyeliner because I always use the Jane Iredale just plain liquid liner. And that's a little bit heavy for my eyes. I've realized that liquid eyeliner, I may be beyond liquid eyeliner. So this is kind of a great little mixture between more of like a powder liner and a liquid because it's kind of a creamy.
Yes, and all I do is just connect the lines to meet together to make that sharp cat eye.
Go closer to the camera again. Okay.
Just like that, and then I just fill it in.
Look over there again, really close. Very cool. It's a great line.
Yeah, that's probably the hardest things, but that technique of drawing the 2 lines first, that's what helped me become better at evening them out, getting them to match so you don't have one shooting this way and one shooting that way.
So it's kind of like a dot to dot. You create your your actual angle of where your tip's gonna be, and then connect the two. Correct?
Correct.
Nice.
And then I like to grab my brush after I'm done filling it out all well. I like to kind of just grab it under a paper towel and just press down to get that really sharp.
So the end of the brush that she's using, this little, I don't know how to do it, tip right there is actually a brush. And so what she's saying is she's taking a paper towel, sorry I'm in your way now.
No problem.
She's taking a paper towel to the tip of the brush and flattening it to make this really, really flat on that little tip right up there. That's a great tip, that you can actually use the makeup to form the brush into a really thin line to get a X-Acto clean line.
That's why I like the brush, because it gives me the ability to make a really sharp line.
Yeah.
With other ones, I've noticed, well, with the liquid eyeliners, those kind of look better. They have the sharp tip, but also with the felt, sometimes you get it super fat, and I like a really sleek line.
I think the cream eyeshadows, I'm going to show this to, I'm going to show this it's like a creamy, like almost like paste kind of texture. And I think it gives a little bit more of a softer eyeliner, even though she's got this great, super sleek lines for the cat eye. It's not as harsh looking as a solid liquid line, which can be amazing for dramatic. But just in a daytime look, this is a little bit softer. Beautiful. You are quite the artist. Hi, Angela and Robin. Thanks for the love. Thanks for joining us. If anybody has questions, I'm Jennifer Coy. This is Celene Alvarez. We're at Beauty Care Choices doing a glamour makeup tutorial. Celene is one of our employees here that has worked for us for 3.5 years, and I noticed she does spectacular makeup. So she is not a professional makeup artist. We are just checking out her techniques and what works for her, because she uses a lot of our products. And right now she's at the point of doing her cat eye eyeliner, which is, it takes talent. It really does. Remember, if you want, hit the bell. If you're watching in next week, you'll get notifications of we go live every Friday at 11 o'clock, telling you new products, showing you new things. Lots of fun. If you have any suggestions on new shows, let us know. We would love to hear from you. I did get confirmation March 6th. We will have Miranda Coggins, the owner of Mirabella Makeup, on to talk all things Mirabella, so that'll be exciting.
All right, sorry, this is probably one of the parts that you have to concentrate more, just to get that line.
I told her we were both going to be on, because it is so hard to apply the makeup and talk at the same time. It does take talent. Those girls out there doing those makeup tutorials, obviously it takes a lot longer because you have to stop and talk. So we're trying to make this go a little faster by having two of us.
So I think that's good enough from what I see.
Looks beautiful.
And then also something cool about this brush from Jane Iredale, you just put it back in and then you just shut it.
How cute is that? Little tiny hidden tool in there. It's kind of like the dude's screwdrivers and stuff like that. We have our own tools. Huh?
And then my next step, I like to do my mascara. So I like to get my eyelash curler ready, because I always curl them before. I used to curl them after, but with the mascara already on, it would pull my eyelashes out.
So she cleaned the eyelash curler before she, I don't know if you could see it, we have paper towels down here on our desk, and wipe it off so that the old mascara doesn't stick to your lashes. And how cool that you use an eyelash curler. Yes. I haven't seen a lot of people using an eyelash curler.
It saves my life.
Yeah, you do have a very straight lash, so I can imagine that really gives your lashes a good bend. But she's blessed with a lot of lashes. So typically, do you ever do the false lashes?
No.
No.
I don't like them, no.
Yeah.
No.
It takes getting used to, for sure.
Yeah, for me, I've had them for special occasions, my weddings, some parties, but they're too heavy, they poke my eyes. I'm not a fan.
She is definitely, like I said, she comes to work mostly natural. She definitely has a glamour talent here, but has beautiful natural lashes. I don't wear a lot of false lashes myself, because I was blessed with quite a long set myself, and sometimes it can get too much. But
yes, I like using the eyelash curler. It just helps to give your eyelashes that lift. I know a lot of people are scared of them. You just have to learn to not get too close to your eyelash line. Do it a little farther so you don't snag it. And I kind of like to give it a little pump, and that helps to give it a better lift as well.
It really did create a beautiful bend to where they're not now pointing more, they have that up look to brighten her eyes, to open her eyelid up.
Yeah.
We do sell mascara primers, eyelash primers also. It's usually a whiter texture or a clearer texture, and it just gives a really good base. So if you aren't a fan of lashes but you don't have really long lashes, that's also another option, is try an eyelash primer, and that can give you a little bit longer, a little bit more lash without using a false lash. Not that we don't love our false lashes.
Yeah, the mascara that I'm using right now, it's from a brand we carry called Hint Beauty. I love this
your
mascara.
brand. You do?
Yes, it gives you all the volume you need. It lifts your eyelashes, but also it gives them that almost false eyelash effect look without looking over the top.
So, question, somebody says they pinch themselves every time they use an eyelash curler. Any tips for that?
Just don't get so close to your eyelashes. Kind of just grab almost from the middle, and I pump it, and then when you're about to open it, don't like pull away, because that's sometimes what happens. Also, make sure that when you're using it, make sure that these things are not broken. I know sometimes I've been using my eyelash curler for forever, and these sides sometimes end up getting worn, and that's where your eyelashes get caught as well.
Oh.
Yeah, so always make sure you take care of them and that the hinges aren't broken.
It was really interesting too, Mache, the curl didn't happen at the lash line. The curl happened halfway out the lash. So that's where the bend that she put in, and it worked great. So maybe you're trying to get the curl a little bit too close to the lash line, so keep it a little further out, and maybe that'll help. That looks great. I am so excited to try this mascara by Hint. I haven't even tried it. It is a new brand that we've brought on. I love their concealer. That was one of their hero products that I brought the brand on for. Hint is part of our Clean Salon brands, as well as Jane and Mirabella. A lot of these brands are fairly clean. Obviously they have artificial colors because they're pigments, but other things, the parabens, sulfates, and cruelty-free, these are all really good brands to try out.
So I'm done with my eyes for now. I do my bottom mascara at the end. But right now what I do is I like to grab some lotion.
So she just has a little cap here. Oops. Tobin switched this out. No, cool. No, what she's doing is probably more important too. But anyways, yes, we had a little lotion there. She had a little lotion and a cap. And I think that's a really cool technique, especially if you find a lotion that's really mild. You know, you should probably keep fragrant lotions away from your eyes. But lotion actually is a fairly good makeup remover. Anything that has some sort of oils to it. So that's Celene's technique. Kind of cool.
Yeah, it works for me, and it also helps to keep right near my eyes very moisturized
And hydrated.
Yes.
Yeah. Because if you think about it, if you put it in water and start rubbing there, sometimes
it's gonna get dry.
Yeah, they get dry or just start to create creases and that kind of stuff. So the lotion probably does keep it really smooth.
Yeah, I like to clean up under here, and then after that I use my makeup eraser.
Love it. You can see that baby's gotten some use.
Yes, I love it.
These seriously are one of the coolest inventions. I thought I had them back there on the shelf. I forgot I took them away. We sell them in a lot of different colors. They come in black, blue, pink, and now they're starting to come out with some patterns. There's a leopard, all kinds of fun things, but these go straight in the washing machine. They say over 1,000 washes, but whatever the texture is, whatever their magic is, they are the magic makeup eraser. But this is the original makeup eraser. There are some other ones out on the market. We've carried this one for a long time and sold a lot of them. And we like them because they're clean, they're reusable, we're not just throwing wipes away. So if you like your sustainability, if you're one of those people that are conscious of just throwaway stuff, this makeup eraser, it works, and it's a good reusable.
Yes, I love this. I've probably already washed it over 10 times.
So give us a look in the mirror. Let them look at what you're doing, what you got going on. Nice. Look at that. We got some beautiful glitter. We have the great line. Look at those brows. You're popping, babe.
Yes.
It looks
And now
good.
my next step is my concealer.
Okay.
So I am not one that's a huge fan of concealer using after foundation. I like to put it before anything that's foundation or anything like that. For me, that just works for me though.
So I mentioned Hint has a great, amazing concealer. Also, Jane Iredale, so Tobin just put up the Hint. This truly is the reason I brought this brand on. This is, if you Google or look up the reviews on Hint concealers, hands down, it is an amazing product. It is pretty thick, and so you can see how she's applying it as this blot kind of procedure. But wow, look at how that smooths it out. It's a great matte finish. I love this concealer.
Yeah, it's a really great concealer. I always put it on under because for me, I've tried many concealers and many different shades, and I just haven't found one that looks natural to me. I don't like having that super, super bright look under my eye. So I prefer to put it before I do foundation or anything, just so it kind of helps to cover my dark circles.
Once again, using her fingers, which I love. I think your fingers are a great blending tool. Just keep your hands clean before you wash or start applying your makeup, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
It gives her a really good way to get close to her eye without irritating her eye by accidentally getting a brush in there or something, because the worst thing that can happen is you poke yourself in the eye and now your eye starts to water.
Yeah. So I always choose to use my fingers. I've tried brushes, I've tried sponges. For me personally, I don't like the finish of it. It looks either streaky or blotchy. So I use my hands.
What God gave you.
Yes.
Beep, beep.
And then next, I move on to my foundation after that. And I like using the Jane Iredale Beyonde Matte Foundation. It's one of my favorites, and I think one of my, if not all of my girl coworkers' favorites. So I just use one pump, kind of warm it up in my hands, and just kind of dot it through.
This is a new product from Jane Iredale. If you've used some of their old, the regular foundation, it is the blended beaded foundation. If we can take it out really quick, Tobe. You can see this is normally what Jane Iredale's foundations kind of look like. This is their new Beyonde Matte. So Jane did kind of it needed this. It really needed this in their makeup brand line. I love Jane Iredale, and this foundation definitely has completed the brand for those of us that just want that matte finish, that great coverage. Beyonde Matte, if you love Jane, you need to try Beyonde Matte. Hi Mary, thanks for joining us. Ooh, Deb says she wants to try that concealer with her dark circles.
Oh, it works great.
Well, and you can see, obviously Celene doesn't have dark circles, but from applying the brown eyeshadow, she did have some brown under there, and just cleaning that off and putting that highlighter right there, it just brightened up her eyes amazing.
And just kind of blend it all through.
Applying your foundation also, we have foundation brushes. You can use sponges, you can use your fingers. She's getting a great, nice blended look using her fingers, and I think that just shows.
I feel like
with
my fingers, I get every crevice, every nook and cranny.
I'm so interested to this final look. It's really coming together. It looks so beautiful. I'm getting distracted wanting to just watch her and not talk to you guys. I'm like, look at her go. Isn't that so pretty? So now you guys see why I was so excited to have Celene on and show us her makeup techniques. for glamour makeup look here at Beauty Care Choices, because you see this girl come to work every day. She's beautiful, natural faced, but she puts her makeup on and it is stunning because she does such a great job with the makeup. It's not that makeup makes her stunning. She's stunning anyhow, but she does an amazing job. She's quite the artist.
Another tip that I do, I'll take a lighter foundation and I use that also under my eyes. That's when I want a little bit more coverage and I want just a little bit of the contrast so my face doesn't look as flat.
So it's a natural, more natural way to do contouring. This is typically where you put your highlighter up here for your brighter looks. But not every face needs to be contoured. It's not Celene's desired look is a heavily contoured face or a big bulky brow. You know, this is what her desired look is, but that's just a basic contouring look. Mary from our salon joined us saying, I love Jane Iredale Matte Foundation. Thanks for joining us, Mary.
And so I kind of just blend this out into my foundation so it doesn't just get just white here. So I just blend it out.
Don't forget, joining us, you want to get notified of our weekly live shows, hit the bell at the top, turn on your notifications, and we go live every Friday. You have Beauty Care Choices, and we're here to show you all the different choices that we have available, how to use them. There's nothing more fun for us here than finding a new product and being able to share it with you guys. So this is our new platform. We've only been doing it for a couple of weeks, but we're having a lot of fun with it, and we'd love to hear from you guys if you're enjoying the videos, and if any of the videos kind of interest you and you want to see more, please let us know.
Before, what I used to do, I would just put foundation under and it looked like a mask when I didn't use foundation all over my face. So I learned that just kind of blending it up as well so you don't get just this section so bright, kind of bring it down, bring it a little up, and it helps to give just a little more shape to your face.
Nice. Isn't this coming together so beautifully? So she's got her eyes done. She's got her face done. What are we moving on to next?
Next is my bronzer. People call it a bronzer. I use it more kind of just to give me a little something right here.
Bronzer blush.
Yeah.
Of sorts. A lot of us use our bronzers. This is the TG bronzer. I slurred that. TG bronzer. The TG bronzer. And it's a great bronzer. We also sell quite a few different ones that have multiple colors within the bronzers. I think TG has one also. And they can be used as blush, as contouring tools, as highlighters. So we use our bronzers in all kinds of ways.
I kind of use it to give me a soft, sculpted look. Because I don't like contouring. It's just too many steps for my liking. And I don't want it to look like I have all this stuff packed on my face. So I use a bronzer just to kind of give me a sculpted look. And that just kind of gives my cheekbones a little bit of shape.
It's looking good.
And I just drag it up.
So just slightly contouring with a darker color in your bronzer than your foundation. Kind of lets those cheekbones pop out a little bit.
Yeah.
Looks.
And then what I've noticed just from actually watching myself, I do a lot of stipling.
Yeah, you are a patter, and I like that. I mean, it's a great technique. It obviously works for great smoothing on your face. Okay, so we've got our bronzer now from TG. Love this product, TG Cosmetics.
And then after that,
now
I use my blush.
She's using a Sourmet blush, long-lasting blush from Sourmet, to give a little bit of the rosy color to our cheeks, makes us look fresh. Thanks for the comments. Those are great techniques for people using, doing their makeup at home.
So I just kind of pat it in.
Wow, look at her. Okay, what's next?
Next is, I like to do my lipstick actually last.
Okay.
I'll do the setting spray.
Okay, we're doing a setting spray by Pure Cosmetics.
Kind of just hold it back. It always scares me when I put it on.
And why do you feel a setting spray is good?
A setting spray, just especially if you do your makeup in the morning and you know you're going to be out all day, just holds everything. Your makeup isn't slowly melting away, and it helps to just keep everything there, like your eyeshadow, like your, ooh, got a little something right there. You can always fix stuff if you mess up, but it always helps.
That is true. If you mess up, you can always fix it. There's nothing like Q-tip and lotion to just erase it all, right?
Yeah. I just take that.
So she's doing a little cover up here of she got a little runaway eyeliner on something. Little back step fixing. Beautiful.
And then I like to do my mascara at the bottom.
So setting spray, then now she's doing her mascara at the bottom. A lot of this is the layering effect on your lower lid. You need to be careful because everything drops to your lower lid. That's where it collects. So it's a really smart technique to save your lower lashes for the end, because otherwise you're cleaning underneath the lashes the whole time, and that can create more smears. So smart tip there also, Celene.
Mm-hmm.
Save the lower lashes for after your setting spray, after all of your concealer and your skin looks how you want it on your lower lid.
Yeah, and I just like to brush it down a little. I don't really like my bottom eyelashes to pop out too much. Just enhance them a tiny bit.
So in today's video, we are testing close-up shots with makeup, and we're still always testing new things with our show, trying to add in new features and learn how we can do different tutorials and show them using our technology here. Thank you, Tobin. We have the greatest tech guy, and we really appreciate all of your help in helping us experiment and figure out how to do this the best way. So if it looks a little janky, we're still learning too.
I always have to concentrate on this part because I always manage to get mascara on my skin.
Elizabeth, thanks for joining us. Elizabeth says that this makes her want a new shimmery eyeshadow.
Yeah, get the bodyography. It's awesome.
Get the bodyography glitters. Hi, Karen. Thanks for joining us, Karen. The whole process here has taken us, I think we're at about 50 minutes, but we are stopping and starting.
Mm-hmm.
So it can go quite a bit faster, but we're not really trying to speed through this today. We were really just trying to give some great techniques and show you some of the really cool products that we sell here at Beauty Care Choices. So we sell, 5, 6, 7 different cosmetic brands. Every one of them has something really unique and cool about them. If you have any questions about a specific brand or want to see a complete look from one specific brand, let us know because we'd be happy to show you.
This is just an extra step I'll do depending on how I feel the look is. I like to add a little bit of highlighter in the corners of my eyes just to kind of brighten up my look. And then with my pinky, I just kind of dab it out.
So she used actually like an oyster color eyeshadow, actually from Jane Iredale. This is a great palette that we sell. She used the highlighter one. And a tiny little brush to apply it, and it really popped your eyes out. I like that little extra step.
And then my last step is my lipstick. So
now we're moving on to lips. So she chose a Zoya cream lipstick, and Zoya is an amazingly good, clean brand. They do nail polish and lipsticks. So they aren't a complete cosmetic line. It is more just lips and nails with soya, but they are doing a lot of the toxin-free products. That looks great.
I'm done.
Look at Celene.
Whoa.
This looks amazing.
Yeah, so that's what my routine for when I do my makeup, whenever I feel like it.
You look gorgeous.
Mhm.
I'm so happy you were able to join us. You did a fantastic job. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Remember to click that bell and get the notifications of us going live every Friday. We love to have your questions. We love to have you join us at Beauty Care Choices. And bye for today.
Bye.